So today, let's go over some playoff predictions, and before we get into that, I want to go over some facts about each team that made the playoffs. So let's start with the 15-2 Kansas City Chiefs, who secured the AFC's top seed, earning a first-round bye. Notably, they achieved a 7-2 record against playoff-bound teams, tying an NFL record for wins against postseason qualifiers. The Chiefs are aiming for that historic three-peat, and quite frankly, I think it's very, very possible. And then you got the 13-4 Buffalo Bills, led by Josh Allen, who clinched the AFC East title with a dominant win over the 49ers in Week 13. They made history by becoming the first team to record 30-plus passing and rushing touchdowns in a single season. And then you got Lamar Jackson's 12-5 Baltimore Ravens, who secured their playoff spot by defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 16. And they're considered strong contenders in the AFC, with predictions favoring them to reach the Super Bowl. And then you got the Houston Texans, who are 10-7 and led by CJ Stroud. They won the AFC South, benefiting from a weaker division. This marks a significant achievement for the Texans franchise, returning for the playoffs once again after being horrible for many, many years. And then the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 11-6, experienced a turnaround season under head coach Jim Harbaugh from Michigan, and they are set to face the Texans in the wild card round. And then you got the 10-7 Pittsburgh Steelers, led by quarterback Russell Wilson. The Steelers secured the wild card spot, and they are preparing for a matchup against their division rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. And then the Denver Broncos, who are 10-7, clinched the final AFC playoff spot with the blowout 38-0 victory over the Chiefs just last week. But quite frankly, between me and you, all their starters were out, so that game didn't really even matter. But good thing for the Broncos, they made the playoffs for the first time in many, many years, and they're set to face the Bills in the wild card round. And now for the NFC, the 15-2 Detroit Lions achieved the NFC's top seed, earning a first-round bye. Their impressive season has led to predictions of a potential Super Bowl victory, which would be a first for the Lions franchise. And then you got the 14-3 Philadelphia Eagles, who are led by Jalen Hurts and the crybaby Nick Sirianni. The Eagles clinched the NFC East title, and they are set to host the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round. And then the team that beat us in Super Bowl 55, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 10-7, secured the NFC South title with a victory over the New Orleans Saints in Week 18. This marks their fourth consecutive division title. And then you got the 10-7 Los Angeles Rams, led by quarterback Matthew Stafford. They clinched the NFC West and are preparing to host the Minnesota Vikings in the wildcard round. Their playoff berth comes after a strong finish to the regular season. Then the 14-3 Minnesota Vikings. Despite a strong record, the Vikings enter the playoffs as a wildcard team due to the Lions' great performance in the NFC North. They lost to the Lions pretty badly last week, and that was the game that determined who got the first round seed in the NFC, and the Lions smoked them. And then you got the 12-5 Commanders, who really surprised me this season, by the way, and they're being led by quarterback Jaden Daniels. He's doing great, but they ended their regular season with a victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they secured the 6th seed. They are aiming to break a 19-year playoff win drought in their upcoming game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then the Green Bay Packers, led by Jordan Love, by the way, they're 11-6. They clinched a wild card spot and are set to face the Eagles in the wild card round. Their season was marked by strong performances, especially by Jordan Love, earning them a place in the postseason. So now that the facts are out the way, here are the predictions. We're starting in the wild card. The Bills are going to beat the Broncos, the Ravens will beat the Steelers, Chargers will beat the Texans, and then for the NFC, the Eagles beat the Packers, and the Commanders are going to beat the Bucs, I really think. A lot of people are picking the Buccaneers to beat the Commanders, but I would not sleep on Jaden Daniels in this Commanders team quite yet. And then the Vikings are going to beat the Rams, and then for the divisional round, this is the first game the Chiefs are going to be able to play, and based on my predictions, they're going to be playing the Chargers, so I have them beating the Chargers, and then the Bills are going to beat the Ravens, and then the NFC, the Lions are going to beat the Commanders, and then the Eagles will beat the Vikings, and then for the AFC and NFC championship games, the Chiefs will beat the Buffalo Bills, and the Lions beat the Eagles, which means you got Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, Lions versus Chiefs, and I believe the Chiefs will win. I think it's going to be a very close game if the Chiefs and Lions end up playing in the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs are going to win and achieve that historic three-peat that has never been done in National Football League history. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about my predictions, and with that being said, like, share, subscribe. Peace.